are. And I think,
hopefully they're listening to this.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they check us out if they haven't yet. But yeah, to see people, because in today's day and age, it's very, very hard to get people to come out for anything, much less a movie that's already been released on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they're like, why go to pay for it to go see it in the theaters when I have it at home?
Or I can torrent it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or why am I going to pay this amount of money to watch something that I already have? You know what I mean? Not everybody has that cinephile attitude where they're like, fuck yeah, like this is a one-time thing, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we had a room full of those people.
Yeah.
It was cool. So it wasn't just family and friends, and that was the point. Is we touched some people, and that was cool.
It was really cool when I was there before you got there, and someone had walked into the door and asked the guys up front, and me and Alyssa were sitting on the chairs right there, and he's like, "Is this where Logan Noir is showing?" And then the guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, awesome. I'll be right back." And he left. You know, I think he did come back, but I mean that's really cool that just to like, oh wow, you know,
yeah, like have people show interest, that we don't know, and we got Digital Jim stoked, you know, like all the staff and everything.
Yeah, they were really awesome setting up, you know, all of our merch that we had out. I mean, that was really cool of them.
They were super nice. I think a couple of them sat in for the showing, which was really cool. The projectionist bought one of my pins.
Nice.
And he was wearing it during the show, so
Sweet.
Shout out to him. I think he said his name is Christian. Shout out to Christian.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, it was just a fun time, dude. And I can't wait to do it again, man.
Yeah. We have to pick something good.
I know.
You had an idea. I don't know if you want to take it out, you know.
Do you think people would be into that?
I think it would be cool. I mean, I haven't seen that version of that movie.
Yeah, well, we would keep the noir thing going.
Yeah.
And so our next idea, this isn't official or anything.
It's just like
an idea. But I thought it would be really cool to do Mad Max Fury Road, the Black and Chrome edition, I think
that's
it's
what
called.
It's called, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that'd be really cool to keep like the aesthetic going.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. The movie's like, yeah, I got it, I think, last year for Black Friday.
So, maybe, that might be coming up.
Maybe.
But yeah, thank you guys for that wonderful experience.
Yeah, and I want to do a special thank you to yourself for for taking the heat and introducing us and talking in front of everybody, because I mean, anyone who was there, they saw it happen. I just stood there like I was your bodyguard, and
my hype man.
Yeah, dude. Man, I try, man. But public speaking is not one of my most favorite things in the world. That's why I do a podcast, so no one has to see me.
We are in the Bat Cave.
Yeah, which is I will if we do it again, I will definitely pump myself up to try to say something other than and agree with you when you were talking.
I think we'll have to sit down and kind of script something out.
Yeah,
and so we can go back and forth. But thank you for believing in this enough to just help me, in all the various ways that you've helped me with this project.
Oh yeah, it's been fun.
It has been fun, and now that we know we can draw in a crowd, we can keep this going for as long as people let us.
Yeah.
I want to say shout out to Vic, who is a now loyal listener who does most of our original music. He's created something like almost like a 45-minute mixtape.
Nice.
Exclusive for Drop the Mic.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's dope.
You can't find it on SoundCloud. You can't find it. It's just for us to use exclusively on the show. And he actually came out. He brought his girlfriend to Logan. I don't know if you guys got a chance to meet.
No.
Yeah, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't really get to mingle, or I didn't introduce people the way that I should have, because I'm just like, what's going on? There's so many people. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you, Vic, and
Thanks. Yeah.
thank thank all
Everybody.
our friends and
Yeah.
everybody for helping us flyer and getting the word out. And
Yeah.
it was a fun experience. Can't wait to do it again.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about Super 8.
Yes. Super 8.
So, the movie's PG-13. It was released in 2011 already. I would consider this science fiction, very much so. It runs 1 hour and 53 minutes long. It's got an 82 on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's basically about like a group of kids shooting a horror film witness a huge train crash, and as time goes on, they slowly realize that things in their small town are not what they seem.
Ooh.
It's starring Elle Fanning, Joel Courtney, Kyle Chandler, Ryan Lee, and Riley Griffiths, Gabriel Basso, and Zach Mills.
Okay.
Do you want to jump into our question bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go.
All right, I got one. What was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene. I would have to say it would be the train, when the train derails,
Okay.
or everything leading up to that, like when they're shooting their film and getting ready, and they're like, oh, the train's coming. This is like the perfect moment to get
Production value.
Production value.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Because it feels it doesn't feel like it wasn't happening, you know what I mean? I feel like the acting feels very believable, and the whole crash and everything is just, when the crash actually happens, it's so epic.
It's insane. I
forgot how insane
that's
it
just
is.
a crazy ass train crash. The amount of damage that goes on that whole thing, and that was probably like a 40 what are they called, carts?
Oh yeah,
40 cart crash, train crash, which was, that thing was huge. When it happens, it just keeps going.
You think you're like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, and then you see more flipping around in the air and just like explosions, and I was like, oh man, oh, that's good.
It was.
Yeah.
My question for you is, what made you pick this film for this episode?
I don't know. I remember seeing this movie in theaters, and before I saw the movie, I saw the trailer, and the trailer was super it was intriguing because I don't know if you remember the trailers, but they don't show you anything. They show a train crash. They show the train crash, and then they show part of the door being busted open. Like something's trying to break out of it, and then it cuts off and it goes black, and it just says Super 8 coming whenever the date was for it. And I was like, man, I think that's what made me want to watch the movie in the first place in the beginning.
Because you don't really know what it's about.
Yeah, like, what's going on? I have no idea. I just see these kids filming something, and then a huge train crash, and like, what's inside the train? What's inside the crates and stuff? And when I saw it, I was like, man, this movie is awesome. And I really dig the time period.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 1979.
Yeah, which is awesome. And I think a lot of stuff now is really a lot of media, movies and TV and stuff are realizing that a lot of people like that type of era, that time period, and just like Stranger Things and what else was it? It. But yeah, I really, what made me pick the movie was, I don't know, I haven't seen this movie in a while. I think I've seen it twice in theaters and then one time at home. And I just really wanted to see it again. And I thought it would be an awesome movie just for both of us to see and watch together.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah. Was it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you like the way they revealed the alien throughout the movie?
Actually, great question, man.
Yeah.
I I love that this film feels like a slow burn. Because I feel like it's more effective like that. You know what I mean? Because the movie is almost really not too much about the alien.
Yeah.
It's more about this town and these different people being thrown in this catastrophic situation and how they deal with it and how they're perceiving things and what's going to happen and what they're going to do. And that's why they don't the alien has maybe 3 minutes of screen time
in total.
Yes. And I actually really like that. I'm sure a lot of people that's probably a big complaint, you know, with how people think about movies, but I really dug how you don't see the alien until pretty much the very end. And even at that, he doesn't really do much once you do see him. And I really love that. I actually like the look of the alien.
Yeah.
And how he's this kind of misunderstood creature, because I feel like then you get into the like politics and social commentary of how we kind of alienate things that we don't understand or take advantage and exploit things, and
that was their teacher's whole thing when he was talking about how they treated it. You know, in the beginning when his ship crashed in 59 or something, whatever he said.
It's like he starts to just rebel and hate humans.
Because of the way that they're treating him. They're just, experimenting on him and basically torturing him.
Keeping him locked away against his will, and all he was trying to do is fix his ship and leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, my next question for you, sir, is what would you rate this?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd probably rate this a... Give it like a 8.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was going to give it a 9, but I don't think it's up there, but it's close. It's a damn good movie.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rate it?
Yeah, I would say it's in the 8 caliber.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely above average. But I'll just say that. I'll just leave it at that. It's above average. 8.
Yeah. Let me see. Do you think movies, or what do you prefer, movies taking place in present day, or movies that take place kind of in the past, like in the the 60s, 70s, or 80s type of?
So your question is, what do I like to see more?
Yeah, like movies like this, how that takes place, in the past, or something that's more present day, or futuristic maybe.
I'm a sucker for period piece stuff, man.
Yeah.
But I love, of course, I love contemporary stuff, but I love being transported back to times, even like this. It's interesting to watch a period piece like this because we weren't born yet.
Yeah.
And so it's like a culture shock. You get to see how people lived without cell phones and different things, or how it was. I feel like you're not going to see kids going out and trying to film. Well, normal kids trying to trying to film a phone, or like a phone movie. You know what I mean, or something. So it was cool. It's cool, because when you take like a story like this, you need it to be set in a specific time where these things were normal or more normalized. You know what I mean? And so that's what's interesting to me, is being kind of transported back and seeing when things were like
simpler.
Yeah, simpler, or you didn't have to worry about kids being kidnapped. And
exactly.
Killed.
Yeah, that's funny that you bring that up, because whenever my grandparents, they have their parties and stuff, and after everyone leaves, and then it's just me and my grandparents. They're a little drunk, and they're talking about how, like, I remember, man, we used to sleep with the doors unlocked, and nothing. We weren't worried about anything. We would just send your mom down. We would send her down to the store to go. I used to send your mom to go buy cigarettes for me. And it's like she was probably like 10 or something.
Yeah.
And they were just, I mean, it's just it was a simpler time back then, and one thing